And welcome back to the Wasteland. That's it for the intro because we've got a lot to catch up on. You guys have missed out on a lot of unlivifies, so let's go check them out. Alright, let's start with our biggest target, the president of the NCR. This one was fun.
Fellow Californians, and secure.
Oh, Mr. Kimball, you okay? You good? You don't look so good. I'll be taking that suit, thank you. Alright, so let's head back in time. Back when we hunted some fiends for the NCR. It wasn't for them, it was for me. But they paid me, so who cares?
Still working on that last... That's supposed to be driving a Phi? Well, the head's in really bad shape, so I can't authorize the full reward. If he really is dead, we're all better off. I guess we can send First Recon down to Camp Forlorn Hope. They need all the help they can get there. You've been one hell of a stroke of good luck, you know that? Those three scumbags probably killed 20 NCR troopers.
Don't worry, I have and will kill
Wish I
more.
had a few grunts as good as you. Damn good working with you.
Just after finding the fiends, I went ahead and went to Vault 22. No real reason, didn't really do anything, and I fucked off. After Vault 22, I went ahead and went to the Tops Casino to finish what I started.
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves like smooth little babies.
Now, to keep things short and simple, we talked to Benny. He tells us to go to the top of the presidential suite, where we talk to him some more, and then he betrays us. So we gotta go find him. This time we're gonna put a bullet in his head.
Anybody there?
Who's there?
Come on! Fight through!
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon you.
So I'm contacted by someone from Caesar's Legion, and they tell me he wants to meet face to face. Once I do, he promises me Benny, served up on a silver platter, but he wants me to take out Mr. House. Of course I'm doing it.
My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill.
Oh, I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You visit the Tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that.
So, like always, I head inside, and I start shooting, breaking, destroying whatever I can. Alright, there goes one generator. Number 2. And that should be it.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. There are rewards for doing as I command. Today, your reward is vengeance. You get to decide how Benny dies. Go to Benny. Let him know what you've decided. My Praetorians will perform the execution, unless you want to perform it yourself. Consider it the first of many bestowments.
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation.
And just because I couldn't decide what to do with Benny, I did it all. I made a save just before I talked to him, and I experienced everything I could do to him.
Yeah, well, laugh it up on your own time. So, baby, what did you find down there?
Come on. Had enough?
Do it, baby.
I'm hit. Damn.
Ah, man, he's got a lot of health. Jesus, what does he have? In case you guys are wondering why I kept hitting VATS, is to see how much health he had left, so I can keep punching him to death. The machete was just to lower him a bit, because it was taking forever.
I'm hit.
And there goes Benny. I punched his head and his left arm off. What was his catchphrase? Shit don't stink? I don't remember. Who cares? Fuck Benny.
Let's press on, shall we? You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
Alright. We didn't actually kill a house. We destroyed all his robots. Now it's time to make the potato into some mashed potatoes. Hold on. That didn't sound smart. So we find ourselves here at the top of Lucky 7. Let's go ahead and meet Mr. House.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
Degenerates like you belong with a bullet. Oh, does that not work? Hello?
I have
Nope. There we go. Good night, Mr. House. Ugh. So now Caesar wants me to make friends with the Boomers, as they can help with our battle on Mojave's Dam. The dam. Let's just call it the dam.
Those howitzers of ours aren't just for entertainment, child.
All I had to do was offer enough scrap to get my reputation up with them, repair their solar paneling, which I stole from the NCR, and bring up one of their bombers that we might be able to use in the final fight. Speaking of the NCR, here's their facility. I'm just gonna go ahead and steal some stuff, maybe take out their fake scientist, and make my way out.
It was easy, man. They were going door. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard.
Yeah, can't have you around. Oh, whoops. Did you see that?
It's unusual to see a new face here.
I is scientist, dude.
Then we have that in common.
Well, you know what to say. No witnesses. I'm just gonna go ahead and yoink. I think 5 or 6 of these. No one the wiser. Alright, let's go ahead and repair all of the Boomers' solar panels.
I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why?
Man, that was really, really weird and unprompted.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast.
All right, let's go get that B-52 bomber.
Might try holding your breath.
I found her!
I want you to join me in my tent. You and I are going to have a private conversation.
Oh, Caesar. On your tent? Alone?
Congratulations. You just became my personal physician. Do you have what you need to treat my condition?
So Caesar's brain broke. We gotta fix him. It's okay, I'm a doctor. He's resting so peacefully. He's like an angel. Time to perform brain surgery.
I thank you for saving my life. You're a warrior and a healer. A rare combination. I trust this payment is adequate compensation for your troubles. Now, lest we grow sentimental here, the time for battle will soon be upon us. Legatus Linnaeus draws nigh. In the meantime, the profligates have prepared a welcome gift for us. That's what I like to hear. One of my frumentaria set up camp near Hoover Dam.
So this is when we get the assignment to take down the NCR president. We all remember how that went, right? Well, just in case, here's a reminder. This is it. After taking out the NCR president, it's time to take Hoover Dam. It's time for the fight. Rally the troops.
Mars's eyes are upon you. Do not fail him. Or us.
So, the NCR aren't really that tough. I generally just like watching them get folded by Legion. Rain down that high ordnance! Let's go, boomers!
So you must be the courier the reports mentioned. Pass this message on to your commander. Hoover Dam will not fall while I still draw breath. Fool. We've fortified this place to hold out indefinitely against an army. What?
This slaughter pleases me. No act is more sacred than consecrating a site in the blood of one's enemies. The rest of the dam is fully under our control. A few pitiful holdouts remain, but their time is short. The general was the last source of concern. With their commander dead, the NCR will pull out of this region, allowing our conquest to continue westward unopposed for a time. The Legion will swell with the number of slaves we will claim from this place, and the tribute we gather will fund further campaigns. Perhaps in time I will be granted the honor of conquering the land known as California. But for now we rest. Know that your efforts are appreciated and will not go unrewarded, but we can speak of that later. For now, come. We must see to the burning of the dead.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Caesar entered the Strip as though it was his triumph. The Legion pushed the NCR out of New Vegas entirely, driving them back to the Mojave outpost. The Legion occupied all major locations, enslaving much of the population and peacefully lording over the rest. Under the Legion's banner, civilization, unforgiving as it was, finally came to the Mojave Wasteland. Though the courier himself was just and forthright in his dealings throughout the wasteland, he helped the Legion achieve victory. Caesar honored him with a golden coin, minted in celebration of his contributions and distributed throughout the wasteland.
Cautious after the Boomers' display of power at Hoover Dam, Caesar chose to leave the Boomers alone. The Boomers remained isolated, but have been seen flying over the Mojave Desert from time to time.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
At odds with leadership over the Brotherhood's future, Veronica looked to the Mojave Wasteland for an answer both she and they could live with. But the answer would never come, and the dangers of the world that had left the Brotherhood of Steel behind would eventually claim her life.
The Fiends attacked Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam and suffered heavy losses. Caesar, unimpressed with their performance and their dependence on chems, had them exterminated.
After the Legion's victory, Caesar, out of a strange respect for his old fellows, allowed the followers safe passage out of the wasteland. Reluctantly, the followers accepted the offer and abandoned Old Mormon Fort to the Legion.
The Legion, preoccupied with its acquisition of New Vegas, scarcely took notice of the town of Good Springs. Many locals moved on, fearful of Caesar's long shadow. Only the old and the stubborn remained.
As reward for their loyal service, Caesar forcibly integrated the great Khans into the Legion. The sick and elderly were killed. The women sold as wives to ranking officers, and the tribe's identity was annihilated. Though many great Khans mourned the death of their tribe, many more were ultimately satisfied with their revenge against NCR.
After their victory at Hoover Dam, Legion troops rolled through Freeside. The Kings tried to fight back, but most were killed, and the rest fled into the wasteland.
During the Legion's attack on Novak, Bright followers returning from their long pilgrimage assisted in its evacuation. Though Novak eventually fell to the Legion, many citizens of Novak were able to escape, alive and intact.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Hot-headed to the end, Sheriff Myers chooses to oppose Caesar's takeover of Primm with a standoff. Though the citizens take out a few legionaries, the town quickly falls to Caesar, its citizens utterly wiped out.
And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
And that's it. That's the end of New Vegas. That is a lot more fun not playing or aligning with the NCR. I remember I disliked this game very much, I think because of the NCR. Legion is a lot more fun. Yeah. Personally, I'd bump this up to probably an 8. I think 3 is the best for me because I played it when I was younger. It's my first Fallout game. But this is pretty good. And for Caesar's sake, subscribe.